Hello, happy afternoon. It's Thursday and welcome to another live stream. I'm so excited to work with you guys today. I am working on this female ghostwriter girl situation and I'm doing the digital colors. So you may see this right here. It's the back of one of my art banners that I take with me to conventions, and it's to help with the glare of the amazing windows that I have in my office, but are a little too bright. I am working on my computer. This is what you're seeing here is Photoshop Creative Cloud, and I am coloring on a Cintiq. So I have it set as an easel, so it's kind of a little bit more flat against the table, and I'm using a Cintiq stylus to do my coloring. So it's on the computer, but then also kind of feels like a piece of paper in front of me, which is the best. Rob, hello, welcome to this stream. So I have had the same office chair for 11 years. I got it for $30 on Craigslist. Well, the Canadian version of Craigslist, which is called Kijiji. And I've had it for a very long time. I finally got myself a new office chair off of Facebook Marketplace, go me. And I'm trying to see if it will work and if I can get used to it. So it has arms, but I can put them back because they get in my way. Joel, Alberto, Todd, Stacy, Jeff, Stanley, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Keeman, how are you? Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a good evening as well, Kenny. Snow, hello, how are you? All right, so I am working in Photoshop. I'm just gonna open my Twitch and Facebook, which I forgot to do before going live. I'm sorry, it will make my live stream kind of chug for a second. I don't know why it does that. Devin, welcome to the stream today. All right. Loading. You are not late, Jason. Thank you so much for your email, by the way. Okay. Creator dashboard. I'm doing well. Thank you, Joel. Good evening, Alan. All right. So I have Twitch open. Let me open Facebook. Yeah, what's up? Jason's here early. Mark, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I got it. Thank you, Jason. Car Collector, Snally, welcome. Ink Stained Fox, hello, hello. All right, I'm so excited to be working with you guys on this one. Hopefully we can get some more done on it. There is glow that is needed, so much glow, and I think that's gonna really help bring this piece to life. And let's see, I wanna work more on the flames. Her chains have nothing and her skin is still barely done. So, no worries, Devin. That means you are probably doing something with your family or busy in some way, and that's good. Only if she were radioactive like the rats. Right, the rats are so cool. Speaking of Divinica, I have transferred one page to board, and I'm not nearly halfway done with the other one because the next page that I'm transferring to board is so complicated. Oh my god. Let me see. I have the layout, I think. Let me see if I can show it to you. Or did I already delete it? Yeah, I don't have it anymore. Oh well. But it has Boogles on it, and Boogles is so much fun. Preview. Yeah, okay, I still have the post-it right here, Rob. Please don't be angry with me. I haven't had a chance to get to it yet. You know, I'm drawing and then I'm a little bit shit at everything else. Also, it has been brought to our attention, and guys, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. For anyone who has ordered off of my website, you may know that we have these thank you cards that go in every package. Yes, I am live. Quentin, hello, peacock time. So I have these little thank you cards that go inside every single package. And then also on the cardboard for the prints, there's a sticker that says Prince inside. I have been informed yesterday, that we are out of stock of both of those. So I need to make a new thank you card. So I was thinking to redo the package, the girl holding the parcel, the little mail girl. So yeah, I am so sorry for anyone who has received a package that hasn't had a thank you card in it. I vaguely, very vaguely, and I think this was during our move, remember the warehouse writing me and saying, we're running low on those, what's your plan? Well, I didn't come up with a plan, and I completely forgot and carried on living my life, blissfully unaware that said thank you cards have been out of stock for a while. Guys, I am so sorry. So I'm going to redo the delivery girl. Thank you, Mr. E. I was trying to remember what she was. So I'm going to redraw her. I'll do that with you guys live here. Maybe I'm going to save the original of that, and it will be one of the prizes for Christmas. And I will get a new one printed ASAP. Good evening, Joyanne. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know people aren't ordering for the thank you notes, but I feel so bad that there haven't been there, you know? You're returning all your boxes that don't have cards? I'm sorry. Mark May, hello. So anyway, I'll take care of that over the next little while, and we will have a new delivery girl. Maybe I'll color her digitally, or maybe I'll take a poll from you guys and see if she should be colored digitally or traditionally, like how we want to do that. But I think I drew that piece in like 2013, maybe. Oh, for real, Rob? You didn't get the golden ticket? Damn it! Yes. Oh, so you still have them, Hal? Half and half. I've never done that. Jason collects all his cards. That was so sweet. I think I remember you posting those one time, Jason. It meant a lot. Oh, that's awesome, Allie. All right. Drop shadows. Okay. Aw, thank you, Hal. So anyway, for those of you who received a thank you list box, I'm so sorry. It is all my fault. I completely forgot that they had given me a heads up a few months ago. And I will take care of that on the ASAP. Thank you, Brian. All right. I think I'm going to start with the chains and all the metal stuff now. That sounds like it would be fun. That's actually a really good idea, Mr. E. That would save me, actually, from having to do the prints. I can quote you on this, harumph. Thank you, Lauren. Lauren, I'm just going to tell you this here. I hope you can forgive me for all of my failures and shortcomings. as far as forwarding on or sending that message, I am waiting till after San Diego Comic-Con. I think things are less likely to get buried under the San Diego Comic-Con pile. So that's what I'm doing. Just so you're aware, there is a master plan to my tardiness. Thank you, Allie. All right, so all of the chain and metal is selected. Ba-boom. No, it's not. God damn it. Now all the chains and metal are selected. I win. You weren't worried? Well, at least you know that I do have a master plan. I think that, you know, I started getting messages from publishers asking if I was going to be at San Diego, etc., etc., like literally right after we got back from Dallas. So that's when planning started as far as being on the who's on the floor. And I know that the planning, of course, goes way further in advance than that, but at least I know that emails are going to be sketchy as fuck. So, yeah. I got you, though. You forgive at least 45%, but then there's so many other shortcomings, Rob. That's terrifying. It is in my master plan. I do kind of know what I'm doing sometimes. Is San Diego my next con? No, I'm not going to San Diego this year, Joyanne. Is San Diego a big show for Artist Alley? It's decent. It's very squishy. So, you know, I'm a little bit of a diva, and I would very much like more than 3 feet. Or maybe it's 4 feet, but anyway, not very much. Thank you, Mose. Good evening, Philip. My next con is Fan Expo Canada. And as far as Dallas, I usually go to a show, Joyanne, and then I skip the following year, and then I'll go again. So for me, most of the big shows that I go to, it's once every other year. Just gives me more time to have new shit, and, you know, hopefully people won't be bored of me. The one show that I break that rule for is Calgary Expo. Oh yeah, San Diego is just so fun to go to though. Like, there's so much to see and all of that. Like, I've attended San Diego Comic-Con as not an artist twice, and then I've been to San Diego as an artist, you know, working on the exhibitor floor 3 or 4 times, I think. So yeah, San Diego is awesome. Oh, you know, plenty of people, Joyanne. I'm bored of me. Yay! Yep, I am making an exception to Fan Expo Canada this time, though, and I'm going 2 years in a row because last year's was sort of half, a quarter, wasn't a full one. The Central Texas Comic-Con. Cool! Oh, it really has, Jason. It is hard screwed with my every other year schedule. Absolutely. Alright. So I'm going to start with the shadows. Right now what I've got on there is basically the mid-tone. So I'm selecting shadows. Very true. Very, very true, Hal. Oh, awesome. New Orleans. That's a fun show. Thank you, Kevin. So because these spikes are quite close to the flames, I will probably add a little bit more yellow into them. But I'll do that a little bit later. For now, I'm just getting shadows in. And I'm using a really hard brush because all this stuff is metallic, and so I feel like the contrast needs to be pretty sharp. The surface is quite slick and smooth, and it would bounce light a lot better than, say, skin, for instance. Planning my own Northeast Tennessee NetCon. Gonna be just Dawn and Joe, scheduling it as soon as the restraining orders expire. Yes, it will, Inkstained Fox. See you later, Mark. Thank you so much for stopping in to say hi. Okay, and I think that there would be a little bit of a drop shadow from her chin, but I'm going to do that in one swoop. There we go. Something kind of like that. Oh, whoops, I need to make it so that you guys can see the brushes and what I'm doing. Can I shrink this at all? No. Oh, hi, Sammy, and thank you. So, like I told you guys, I went and got this chair that I'm on from Facebook Marketplace. And it was a little bit of a shit show for me to find it. So I wrote the person, and I thought that they lived relatively close to here, you know? Me and maps. Not necessarily the bestest of friends. And I went and I figured, well, I could swing by there after dropping Lyndon off at his summer camp jiu-jitsu class, and I can go get it, and everything will be so easy, and I'll go pick up my chair, and I'm getting such a good deal, and yay. And so the man is like, okay, please hurry, I have a meeting, and I need you to be here before the meeting to pick it up. And I'm just like, okay, I'm on my way. I punch it into the GPS, and I need to update my GPS clearly because that part of the city, I guess, wasn't built yet when the GPS, when we last updated the GPS. And so I'm like, okay, I'll take a look at the maps. I can do this, you know? I go driving down to a part of city I do not know at all. I'm pretty much outside of Calgary city limits by this time, and then I get lost. And so I'm just like tooling about on the highway, completely lost. I finally pull over to the side of the road and message Dan and tell him I'm lost and please help me. And Dan's like trying to help me because I'm lost out in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, long story short, I managed to find the house that was selling this chair. And, you know, the reason why now it wasn't in my GPS is because, like, it was the only house on the street that was even built. It must be like a new neighborhood or something. And oh my God, it was so far out of the way. Took me like 40 minutes to get to. Got lost, you know, the whole shebang. And I got my chair. It's very comfy. Does this go with the prison breakfast drive? Yeah, you know, it seems to. My luck has run out when it comes to directions. I have no map in the glove box. Oh, that's such a good point, Devin. I just don't even know if the postal code was invented yet. Oh, you're so sweet, Hal. Thank you. Anyway, you know, it's just another one to chalk up into the large library that is the Dawn Fails. I failed hard. But I do so like my chair. It's very comfy. I am doing this on a computer, not a laptop. No, thank you, What the Fan Art. So kind. Alright, I'm almost done with the chains. Yes, you're gonna get some serious close-ups. That's how it goes. Alright, now I'm going to take the hardness way down, turn off shape dynamics. There we go. Take the opacity down, and I'm just going to do a little bit of gradient. It's just softer lines. Get in some shadows. Just in the places that should be a little bit more overall shaded. Okay. Now let's get some highlights. This is my, highlight tone. Let's take the hardness way up, shape dynamics, and get some of the highlights in. Such a shame that Coates will be away from all his Facebook access until after 12 on Saturday. Oh no, D-Dog, I'm so sorry. Mike Murphy, hello. Juan, welcome to the stream. What? Oh, I guess I need to go lighter. Alright, so I'll do that after. Right now I'm just going to get regular highlights in. And usually doing a secondary light source like that just makes them look a lot more metallic, a lot more shiny, all that kind of contrast that's needed. Tom, hello, welcome, welcome. Rob is saying that you're going to be gone during the, when your Forger piece is up for auction. I think he's planning on you not being there. Fair enough, Jason. Your trip to Salt Lake is up in the air? Oh no, what happened, Juan? Katie put her foot down? Oops, I didn't color these. So these don't have the dark shadows yet. But I can get the light shadows in, or the light highlights. And then, of course, I'm going to come in and put some orange on there, too, because they would be catching the orange light. Oh, and Devin, I decided, I think, that I'm going to do white and green. It's 43.8. Oh, my God. I don't know how you can stand it, Mr. E. Humidity, we had 38 with high humidity. Oh my God, that is so intense. Okay, now I'm gonna do the color holds on the metal, and then I'm going to add in the orange sort of glow onto them, because I feel that for sure the metal would pick up some of that ambient orange tones, but I'll do that in a minute. All right, so let's see. That might be a little bit too light. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I hate it. Maybe I'll go a little bit darker. Oh. It's probably not dark enough because the opacity was really down. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect, actually. Hello, Easily Forgettable. Welcome to the stream today. No, I don't want to steal everything, Tom. Save some for ramen. It's important. Steve, hello. So I don't know if you guys can really see what I'm doing, but I am adjusting the color holds on all the metal spikes. So right now I'm making everything just a slightly lighter gray tone. And then I might go back in and change some of the black lines to highlight lines. Because I still think that the spikes are not quite popping as much as I would like them to. So I'll just selectively... Photoshop is having itself a minute. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever had any, Tom. Is ramen more important than art? It's close. Oh, I'm gonna have to close Photoshop and reopen it. It's crashed. And now it's all stretched. Okay, let me see if I can just close and open the file. It worked. I might see about making some of the lines actually pure white. Somehow I missed this spot. Okay, so flame lines are going in. I missed a couple flame lines over here. Now let's see. All right, I want to try. Or maybe I'll go like really light yellow like that. I'm gonna try with no, that doesn't look good. All right, I'm gonna do undo on that. Why are you not seeing the spike chains? Because I don't want to. Did I see how your package arrived today? No, I didn't. Orange is a good suggestion, Rob. See you later, Jay. Yeah, there's always a sense of like FOMO when not at San Diego, I think. Hello, Max. How do you enjoy life? Not sure I follow. So I'm just trying to get a little bit more of like a stronger side light on her. She needs a little bit more contrast and some heavier shadows in places. So that's what I'm trying to work on now. Hello, Peter. Welcome to the stream. Things are going well, ADD. How are you doing? Have I been able to get the moose tracks? Philip, I did the other day. I got to have some moose tracks. The ones I posted in Boop Squad. I haven't had any moose tracks since then, but it's my turn to choose. It's my dessert week, so I get to subject everyone to whatever dessert I want. And so moose tracks are quite thoroughly on my mind, and I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to choose. So I need to put drop shadows from the skull onto her skin, and I'm going to work on that shortly. But I'll put that on the drop shadows layer. So right now I'm just getting her skin done. No, red vines are disgusting. All right, I'm going to save Lauren. I have a question. I'm working right now on a piece and the fabric is just too similar to my skin texture. Any recommendations to separate fabric textures? Does the fabric have any kind of pattern on it, or what kind of fabric is it, Lauren? Purple, hello, welcome to the stream. So her face is currently not on is not selected, just neck down, which makes it really nice. So in the flats, I always have the face a different color than the rest of the body because, of course, the place where there would be quite a strong shadow is right under the chin and on the neck. Here's everyone with their helpful suggestions. A dress, so one overall color, Alice in Wonderland. Usually, the way that I find it easier is to change the way that it reacts to lighting. So skin, for the most part, unless someone is oiled, which Alice I don't think would be, skin diffuses the light a little bit more than cloth would. So, you know, the easiest way, in my opinion, to differentiate the two is to do like maybe more sharper highlights, slightly more contrasted darks, anything that can change the two, because Alice doesn't really have like a textured dress, but you could kind of skew it a little bit more satin if you wanted to. And then this is one thing I do a lot because, no. I'm going to deselect this and I'm going to create an adjustment layer and do hue saturation. All right. This is something I actually keep with every piece that I'm working on. I just hadn't done it yet on this one. Have an adjustment layer and have it in black and white so you can see the contrast. Now, a lot of artists will actually color their things or do all the shades and tone in black and white and then change it to color at the very end. I don't work that way. I work in color straight up, but I keep that adjustment layer there so I can check the colors. But, you know, I wouldn't worry too much about the texture being different as long as the color is different, and I'm assuming it will be printed in color, then you're fine. Honestly, I've never given it any thought, so mad respect to you for thinking of the issue. Oh, yay, I'm glad you like the black and white. Yeah, you have a point, ADD, but they probably mean, music and drawing. Yeah. So I do an adjustment layer, and for every piece that I'm working on, I always have one of those so I can see where I'm lacking in contrast, where, you know, the values are. The gray tone as a print? That is funny, Tom. But seeing something like that will tell me, okay, I need to work on the levels. The brightness in that, well, obviously, like, her top is not even, no shade has been added to her top. I'd say the skull face down at the bottom has a decent amount of contrast. It's about as much contrast as I want, so that's good. The contrast usually, you know, push those things toward the focal point, and then let the rest that's in the extremities, or wherever you don't actually want the focal point to be. Those would be the places with less brightness and less contrast. Visual Arts is going to be the name of the strip club I open. That's awesome. Malibu, hello. Lauren, I have a feeling I didn't help you at all. But my best advice would be don't worry about it so much, as long as they're a different color. Do I draw my backgrounds too? Yes, I do, ADD. Super annoying. Backgrounds are definitely not my forte. I'm studying and I'm working on it and I'm really trying. That's pretty... If you would have known it, that's awesome, Steve. All right, so I'm going to select her face now. And I'm going to put in some more of the shadows that I'm working on. So I have a nice shadow tone that I'm really liking. What if you choose clothes by thickness instead of color? Then when we're working on thickness, it's all in how big you make the width of the cloth wrinkle. So here, I'm not necessarily trying to make it look like a very thick leather jacket. I want it to look like a thinner leather jacket, so you make the spacing in between the wrinkles and the lines a lot more narrow. That's how you imply thinner cloth, even if it's not see-through. If you want it to look more like she's wearing a winter coat or a blanket, then you would make those folds a lot fatter. So that really helps as far as implying the thickness of whatever cloth the character happens to be wearing, especially if it's an opaque cloth. There's no see-through element to it, then you can imply the thickness by the spacing in between the wrinkle lines. I knew there wasn't a fix-all answer. Aw, Rob, that's very sweet of you. Where was I? Yes, face. Okay, so her face needs a little bit more contrast. I already did the levels. Or no, I tried doing levels where you just make the darks darker and the lights lighter, and there you go, kabam, you have contrast. I didn't like the color that came out of me trying to fix the contrast in her outfit, in her skin via levels. So that's why I'm doing it manually. I didn't like the color. I will not be baited into that conversation, Tom. I'm gonna get myself in big trouble again. So the question of the day is, do we want her to be oiled or not oiled? I'm leaning towards not very oily skin, because I have super oily skin and I'm very sensitive about it. So I generally don't give really shiny sort of 90s comic book skin. But in this case, it may be... it may actually work in our favor and make her look even more contrast, or perhaps even somewhat sweaty. I mean, if my hair was flaming, I probably would be pretty hot. What? I do not want the fan art. It should cause some glistening, right? But, of course, we are dealing in fantasy here, so our choices on whether her skin would be glistening or not are sort of, well, thinking about it realistically is 100% irrelevant. So, do we want her skin to look glistening or shiny, or do we not want it? Bear in mind, we'll see if I can handle it, because the aforementioned oily skin issues, and I really hate it. Because I have it. Lifelong problem to not have a shiny face. We all want glistening, but do we though? I concur, ADD. No, it's lawnmower time for someone. I'm using the eraser right now because I want to calm down a little bit of the shadow and highlight right there. I felt like it was a little strong and strange looking. It was making her nose look like it was broken. Okay, go to the adjustment layers, Lauren. So right here, I'm gonna delete my hue saturation layer and we'll start again. All right, so I'm in layers, adjustment layer, and there's one that says hue saturation. Can you see this? All right, so adjustment layer is this one right here. Make sure that nothing is selected. So do Control D so everything is deselected. Create a new fill or adjustment layer. Choose hue saturation. Take the saturation all the way down to 0. I was selected on something. Control D, I didn't even take my own advice. All right, adjustment layer, hue saturation. Take the saturation down all the way to the left to 0. Close it, right? So now your adjustment layer is for the grayscale. You can see the values. You can check your contrast. Like a good vampire artist. I love it. Rogerio, thank you. Control U is for hue saturation, but not in adjustment layers. That's for like right when you're working, right? You got it? Excellent. All right, I'm going to turn off my adjustment layer right here. Justin, your cred is not ruined. You are very useful. I learned something so helpful from you last time. So your street cred with me will always be gold star value. Alright, I don't like her chin at all. I don't like it one bit. However, I'm not... I don't know what I should do. Like, maybe I just drew her chin too long and the error in my ways is becoming clear as I'm coloring it, which happens. Sometimes something in line art looks awesome and I'm really proud of myself, and then once I start coloring it, I'm like, fuck, that looks terrible. So her chin, I think we're just gonna pretend it's not there right now. You do have a gold star. Her bottom lip is a bit thick in the middle. Oh, that is 100% according to plan, Brian. It's still in flats right now, so it doesn't have the smooshy depth that is needed. Oh, that would make the chin seem thinner, but the chin might be too long. That's the problem. And so if I make her lip thinner, it will make the chin look even longer still. Like Joker style chin. But we'll see, because you may have a point, Brian, and I'm not trying to discount that or say that that is not valuable, because it is. And once I color it, give it some shade, if it still looks too big, it will be fixed. It has been noted. Oh yeah, ADD. Smooshy depth. Yes. The chin is not too long. Okay, so then there's something wrong with my coloring. Damn it. I was really, the colorist in me was trying to blame the artist, because at this stage, just so everybody is aware, when we're working in the coloring stage of the art situation, this colorist hates the artist. There is a hate situation happening. I really hate my penciler self, and she needs to just go away. I was gonna say go die, but that's a little aggressive. I know, right? Tom, I'm such a failure. Yes, there are some problems. You know, are we working on them? No. Do we care? Sometimes. Artist Dawn is not in favor during any coloring sessions. So, I'm just putting that out there so we're all on the same page. Because you guys have to join me in my dislike, or it's no fun. Oh no, but she doesn't want to take all your lunch monies. That sounds like the bully at school. Yes, artist Dawn is at odds with colorist Dawn. 2022 Dawn is really irritated with 2014 Dawn. Yes, exactly. Exactly, D-Dog. And Jason. Aw, thank you, Hal. Right, ADD? We all understand the issue here, you know? And for sure, I think that many people who are a little bit more straight in the head would consider us the crazies. But, you know, you gotta understand. It's all just very complicated. Alright, so I'm just doing a little bit of a soft blend situation. Now we're going to go into the drop shadows. Her nose needs a drop shadow. Her chin desperately needs a drop shadow. Hungover Hal is sometimes mad at drunk Hal. See, you understand. Dawn is the issue. right? Dan has long since given up. You know, once the logic has left the building, so has Dan. He took the logic with him. And then I'm sitting here with both Dawns and no logic to logic size us. No, we really don't want to be Jason. That's very true. Oh no, I don't want to be a bully though, Steve. Yes, I agree, Brian. I think I may need to... The chin is on notice. That's what we're doing. Alright. Her eye is very dark. I'm well aware of this. It is on purpose. We're just going to leave that awesome for a while. Hating posts of you is normal? Yes. True, Justin. True, true. Until lunch money transaction has actually happened, there has been no bullying. Thank you, Jason. You're like the teacher in the class. It really... Oh, wow. Rob, you went right for it. Not pulling any punches today in the chin direction. You know what, Brian? I didn't. I think someone posted some, though. Yes. A helpful Twitch viewer Googled that for me and posted the link. It has, Malibu. All of you guys going and putting those great reviews made a massive difference. Joe has tons more people that have added the book to like their watch list or their read list or whatever. So, you know, all ended so wonderfully and you guys are amazing. All right, Drop Shadows. I am taking it off Multiply for a second so that I can see what color I did. It's like a purpley something. I'm going to put it back on Multiply. And I need to select under the chin. Yes. Oh, and I need a drop shadow from the skull. Ooh, I have it. Yay me! Drop shadows. Hardness is going up. Thank you, Carlos. Welcome to the stream today. Greatest fight ever witnessed. Resting bitch face versus Happy Joe when Joe booped Dawn to sign Scared Fanboys books in Vegas. Joe is the champ. Yes, she braves my resting bitch face quite well. There are 2 unnamed layers. Uh-oh. Justin's losing his mind a little bit. Perhaps we're enjoying this, though. I only see 1 unnamed layer. No, okay, I see the 2. No, she's not one of the official Ghost Riders, not by any means. This is just for fun. Okay, fine, Justin, fine. We're doing this for Justin. Just for you, Justin. Oh, fuck, I'm on the wrong layer. God damn it. Oh, please tell me they're not on full display. I'm not okay with this. Richie Crypt, hello! Welcome to the stream today. Oh, thank you, Brian. Yeah, I keep going back and forth. Thank you, Mick Graphics. I'm thinking, and I'm a little bit lost at the moment. Skin highlights, that's where we were. Alright, so I've got the drop shadows in. Before, after. Before, after. Drop shadows are important in a situation like this. I may take the opacity down on the drop shadows. Before the opacity change, after. Yeah, I think after the opacity change is just a little calmer, I think. And I'm going to erase into some of the drop shadows under her shirt because they're a little intense. Like, somebody went too far. And I know it was me. Alright, there we go. Okay, save. Alejandra Jones is the name of a short-term but powerful female Ghost Rider who first appears in Ghost Rider #1 during the Fear Itself event. She grew up inside a temple whose sole purpose was to train people to eventually take on the power of the spirit of vengeance and become the Ghost Rider. Sweet! Very little about this is calming. I'm not sure I know the context of that statement. Yikes. Alright, I'm going to start coloring all the buckles, all the belt things. So the belt stuff is, you know, all the stuff on her, all the leather that's on her shoulders, her belt, her wrists, all of that I'm going to do now. In a good way. Sweet. If it isn't in a good way, I hope you feel free to tell me. If you're just like, oh my god, I can't handle this anymore, I'm so stressed out. Definitely let me know. Did I go through a concept phase? Barely. To be perfectly honest, these are my, not quick sketches, but they are my exercise in trying to not overthink things. This is not a cover. This is not anything besides just for fun. Oh, Outsider, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Okay, we're going to go with soft brush to start. Okay, I'm doing hue and saturation, and I'm going to take the lightness up a little bit so that I can then add shadow back in. It's just easier for me. I work mid-tone, from mid-tone to starting point, and I add shadows and highlights. I do know that there are other artists that will start with the shadow and then add mid-tones and highlights, and it just depends on your preference. For some reason, mid-tone start is easier for me. So, I'm going to do that. And now I have the darker color already picked, and I'm going to do soft airbrush first to just plan out where, you know, I want the shadows to be and stuff. Now, I want these to be pretty shiny, almost pleathery in nature. No, what's it called? Patent leather? I don't know how to pronounce it. Something like that. When you have sore muscles but can still do things, does it affect your drawing work? Only if it's sore muscles from drawing. Like, I get a lot of pain all up in here. It kind of goes up into my ear, and then, you know, basically if you were gonna, like, you know, the wings of a chicken kind of situation. You know, shoulder blade up to the ear and over on this side, I do get muscle pain from that. And I draw through it as much as I can. But in general, yeah, I keep drawing. David Ray, hello! That's what cocaine is for. It's chicken wings. Very much chicken wings. Alright, so now we have midtones and shadows, and I will, of course, bring the shadows even darker, probably so that I get that really strong contrast, but now I'm going to start putting in the highlights. Now, with all these highlights, I will be picking up rim light tones to make it all orange and come together. The only reason why I'm kind of leaning more towards putting the orange glow on everything on its own layer is because A, it's a habit, and B, if I decide to give her blue flames, I can change the color a lot easier. Oh, thank you, Brian. All right, so now I'm going to select that lighter gray, and I'm going to go quite a bit lighter. And I'm going to start again with the softer brush, but I'm going to start moving into the harder brush on all of it very soon. And all of the spikes will be casting shadows as well. So I will do that, you know, as part of the process. once I get there. I said blue flames, yes. Boob flames. You guys are so silly. Alright, I actually might just steal this tone right here that I already used. Okay, now I'm going to start going to a harder brush. So I'm using the exact same brush. I'm just bumping up the hardness. I'm going to take the spacing down a little bit more, and I think we're going to do shape dynamics. The main thing I have to be careful with is I don't want this to look like metal. So in the end I may change the color a little bit. I mean, I'm quite certain I will. Give it a little bit more yellow tones or something so that it doesn't look like metal, but for now I'm just kind of getting the highlights in there. We'll figure the rest out soon. Thank you, Brian. Is somebody picking on her chin again? I'm on the fence about that one right there. I think I'm going to get rid of it. All right. Okay, now we're going to add in darker shadows. We need to go a bit darker still. Okay, so this part would be in shadow. Oh, thank you, Alan. Putting a darker shadow along some of there too. Oh, yes. Honeysoul, thank you for telling us about that. All right, so I need to do a new one. I did not know that they were out of stock. So yes, Rob said it perfectly. I didn't know they were out of stock. I believe that the warehouse, now that I went and asked them if they were in stock, informed me that they're gone, that I vaguely recall them letting me know that they were running out a while ago. And I think it was during the move, and I blanked on it. So I'm really sorry about that. I will be making a new one. I'll recreate the character. I mean, I'll recreate the image. You know, kind of like Wonder Booty 2.0 will have the girl, what's it called? Special delivery? I haven't actually seen one in a long time. Mail Babe 2.0, that's right. I'm so sorry that you haven't been getting your thank you cards, everybody. I really am. All right, so observation of two things. I'm going to leave it for now because I'm going to keep coming back to things and tweaking as we go along. But the belt and all of that needs to be darker, but the chains I think need to be lighter. Ooh, we have some raiders. Magus11, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna go see. Welcome, Magus. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for bringing all of your people here. Aw, thank you. Please feel free to post all of your links. What were you working on today? I'm quite certain I'm following you, but I'm going to check and make sure. Welcome everyone that joined with Magus. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Oh, I followed. Yikes, I'm sorry. Today I'm working on a female Ghost Rider just for funsies drawing that I did a little while ago, and right now I'm working on the digital colors. I was playing Scum, but I'm a tattoo artist from Vancouver. That is so awesome. If you want to post any of your links, please feel free to do so. So, I am, still tweaking some of this, and I'm not a fan of the contrast between the chains and her belts and all of that, and I feel like the belts are probably too gray and they look like metal. It's still too bright for the projector. Fantastic, I am safe. Tattooing by Manny. I'm gonna go follow you on Instagram. All right, tattooing by M-A-N-N-Y. Ah, found it. Follow back. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing your link. All right, so I'm gonna do some highlights on her skin now. Get ourselves some glistening shit going on. So I have a brush that I like for this. And it is, I think it's called, let me see if I can find it. Goro Dust, yes. Yeah, so I use something called Goro Dust, and I set it to screen, and I select the skin tone, but then I go more yellow with it. So it's kind of this golden peach tone. And I use that to add shine and texture on skin. I don't think I can do it yet. It's gonna be tricky. Alright, I don't know that this is quite right yet. I might do that sparkly stuff at the end. I think I need to get some highlights in first because it's just going to take so much sparkle to try to get that texture on the skin right now. So I'm going to go back to my basic brush, general brushes. All right. I'm going to take it off screen and we're just going to do some highlights. So I'm going to take from here, just go a little bit brighter, and I'm going to push it a little tiny bit more into yellow. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the stream. Is Dan watching TV? No, Dan is at the gym. You're probably just hearing people from outside and the birds. I don't like that highlight by her nose, so I'm going to fix it really quickly. Oh, yay. Thank you, Brian. Okay, and a little bit more highlight here in the center of her forehead. What? One second. Someone was ringing the doorbell. I might need to go check and see if they left something outside the front door. Yeah, I'm gonna go check real quick. So I'm saving. I'm not sure why the doorbell rang. Let me go check. Okay, it looks like a package was delivered. See you later, Alan. Just need to text Vienna. There we go. All done. All right, so I'm getting highlights in on her chest, which I think looks pretty. And we'll get a little bit on her collarbones, because those would stand out. A little bit on her neck. No, that makes her the neck look kind of intense. Valkyries, hello, thank you. All right, now I might be putting too much contrast into the piece, so we'll see how it goes. So here I'm not really changing much. It's just I'm getting the color to have a bit more yellow in it, because it was a little too pink on the side of her bodies, and then that doesn't look, I don't know, it doesn't look like flame is behind her. Oh yes, I totally hear you, Brian. The more you start coloring in the piece, the parts that are still in flats just start looking worse and worse. Oh, thank you, Tom. All right, so these are the additional highlights I've just put in. I believe I like them, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to merge the layers, and then maybe I'll try to do a little bit more blending to kind of make them match. Yes, they're still flat, Malibu. And the red part of her collar is still in flats. You know, the flames are not remotely done. There's a lot. Okay, I'm going to erase a little bit here. I think it's too much. merging those two layers together. Merge layers. Good. All right. Thank you, Brian. So now I'm just kind of softening up some of these spots. I don't like it when it's too harsh, and like the shadows are just too much, and the softness, like this is what I'm trying to say. I don't care for on skin the transitions between the shadow and the highlight to be too close together. It looks too oily for me, kind of freaks me out. So I generally try to keep the transitions really soft on skin, but then make the contrast between a highlight and a shadow much more drastic on something like leather pants. All right, her belly button area needs work. I'm gonna go a little bit darker. Thank you, Rob. That skull is popping out of my wall screen. Yay! Well, we need to start working on the main skull as well. So maybe I can start chipping away at that one, and then we'll just keep refining the whole piece bit by bit. Okay. I'm going to make the front of the skull kind of the darkest part, because then there's going to be flames, you know, you're going to see the flames through his eyes. That's going to create glow on the like inner parts of his eyes, stuff like that. Thank you, Tom. So kind. And I need to show, because like on this side of his head, you know, there would be some bone. Obviously, you'd be seeing the inside of his nose cavity right there on this side, and the eye right there. You would see the back inner side of the skull. So I just haven't colored that part in yet, but I will. Hopefully that'll add to some depth as well. And then there's going to be a deep shadow in the underside of the chin from the skull too. Always, Tom. I'm really trying to get better at it, and these are my exercise pieces to do just that, and just be like, ah, fuck it, I'm going to call it done, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's hard for me. I'll probably desaturate the skull a bit, but for now I'm just going to get the shading in. Alright, so there we go. Now let's start getting some of the highlights in. Go a little bit lighter, more bone toned. So this is not going to have as strong highlights as the skull down here, because this one I'm implying metallic. Up here I'm implying skull and bone, and that of course does not reflect light the same way that metal does. Michael, thank you. Call it a day, head to bed. Good night, Allie. Sleep well. Oops. All right, I'm going to start picking up some yellows, actually. Okay, hardness down, size up. I'm turning off the shape dynamics. We're going to start picking up some light from and some color from all around. All right, now we need to go dark, really dark, because we need that contrast. Hardness up, size down. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Rob. Yes, very much so. And it's summer break, so they're all outside playing. Oh, why are they on the tires? Good question, Tom. The reason why is because it was a back cover for Motor City Comic Con's program guide, the year that I drew it. So they asked me to do something Motor City related, car related, tires, something like that. So that's why I did it. Wow, time is flying, Philip. I had no idea it was already 7:16. Yes, it's really it's like it's such few months where, or weeks really, where it's warm enough for the kids to just play outside in the sunshine. So I think they're having a really good time. I know, you guys are amazing. It's so fun. See you later, What the Fan Art. Have a fantastic evening. Okay, I'm going to select inside the eyes as well. Whoops. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. Oh my God, Tom. Dinner tonight is mac and cheese. Okay, I'm going lighter. We need to get some highlights going on. Aw. Sorry guys, is the live stream dead? Let me see. Am I back? Stream is still good? It seems as though everything is okay. Yeah, I just did a quick refresh on mine and it seems to be working. Scissors took out the internet. They sure did, Tom. Alright, let's give some shiny teeth here. We're going to go lighter and more gray. And I'm going to get the opacity up higher. Let's see about some texture too. Turn down the opacity. I just want a little tiny hint of texture. And let's get some dark texture in there too. Yeah, I know. Dan told me the same thing about the ear. I just haven't fixed it yet. Okay, Control L. I'm going to Thank you so much, Steve. Yes, eventually she will be. I'm thinking for September. Are you on my email list? Yeah, I think I want to go a little darker. Okay, I'm going to go back to my normal brush. All good, Brian. Why, thank you, Rob. I wish I had more of a tan, but oh well. Okay, so I'm going to go a little darker inside the eye. Okay, so I want the skull catching some light from the flames. Okay. Now I'm going to take some really dark brown, go even darker, more saturated. Perfect, Steve. Thank you. Banana guns are truly the worst. Our goal is to make Dawn second guess her creative choices, and we succeed 99% of the time. You so do. Oh my God. I didn't know it was your goal. Now I'm feeling scared. So I am well aware that this skull has more expression on his face than an actual skull does. Ghost 00, welcome to the stream. Thank you for randomly finding me. I might want to have a little bit of glow coming in between the tops of the teeth, because I think theoretically it would, but maybe that's me taking it a little too far. You'd be perturbed if you were just a skull too. Get a little bit more of a highlight on the inside of the nose right there. And I'm gonna go pretty light. That was a little too light on this side of the skull. The teeth would be picking up yellow. I'm happy with the eye cavities, so I'm actually going to turn off the eye and nose area layer. Like, I'm going to deselect that part and keep working on the rest here. That's true. I'm very forgetful when it comes to corner time. Okay. Now I think I need to lighten this up a bit. Before, after. Wow, I made it darker. I didn't make it lighter. Forget it. Thank you, Chris. All right, for now, I'm just going to do the color holds. Maybe things will start fixing for me once I have the color holds in. Yes, we have sent some packages to Australia. I think sometimes we send them via DHL, which is a little cheaper every so often. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, shipping to Australia is not cheap. That's for sure. What you can do though when you're checking out in my store is you can click, you know, the shipping options for Australia and take a look and see how it's going. I feel like shipping that was getting really like unbelievably expensive, it's gone down by like a couple dollars, I think. All right, I might make the eye socket ones dark like that, or maybe I shouldn't. Yum! Yummy, Juan. That sounds delicious. All right, I'm going to, above the line art, I'm going to put a glow layer set to screen. I'm going to set the brush to color dodge because I want to see how it's going to look with some glows going on. I want to get this just a little bit more in the orange range. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Too yellow. There will be so much more glow than this, but this is me getting a little bit impatient and I just want to see what it looks like. All right, this is a just for fun glow layer. Obviously, it will be done better. Bam! Well, don't worry about the ear thing. I'm gonna fix it. Dan already pointed it out to me yesterday or the day before. And then I really want to do some like glowing embers and stuff. Let me just see if I can find some kind of textured brush. Let's see about this one. This might be too much. It is too much. Okay, this is actually a snow brush. Let's see, maybe it'll work. simple enough. Changing this to color dodge. Take the size down a little bit. I've never used this brush before. Well, could do something like that and then just selectively erase in places. It's fun though. You know what? I don't know where Sherlock is right now. It's a good question. See you later, Steve. Yeah, so something kind of like this, because I do want there to be sparks and embers. Yes. And then just so much glow. Okay, I know there's sparks all over the place and everything, and that'll be fixed. Glow, and I'm going to keep working on her hair, of course. So I don't know if I'm going to do another live stream of this one or not. Probably not. I need to move on to other stuff. Ooh, that was kind of fun. Just going to go into flats and remove the sparks from her body. Okay, I'm going to go to the sparks layer and delete. Thank you, Color of Fame. Welcome to the stream today. Keeman, thank you so much. No, I am working on Divinica, but I am working on transferring all the pages to board, so that's just straight up lightboxing, day after day. I started transferring yesterday, and I'm making pretty decent progress, and then once I start coloring, of course, I'll work with you guys on it. What is up next is going to be, I have a Wonder Woman commission that I need to work on, not Wonder Booty. It's a commission from my waitlist, and I am trying to get through those. And then I'm going to do the special delivery thank you card from my website. Can you see it with the cool background? Yeah, actually, let's give that a shot. It would probably, if I was going to do cool, I would still need to go darker. But yeah, there it is with the cool background and warm background. Oh, Tom, thank you. Yes, how I am drawing men. Right now, I am drawing 4 men attacking Divinica, and Boogles is being supremely unhelpful. Oh, I know, Mr. E. I haven't forgotten, but I'm so bad at drawing snakes. I need to, like, study. Oh, you missed it? Okay, here we go. But I don't want to not do Medusa for you if Medusa's what you want, Mr. E. Yes, I'm drawing 4 men. And they've, like, bagged her head. Like, sneak up behind her while she's hunting, and they put a bag over her head, and they're attacking her, and Boogles is just laying there like this, covering his eyes. Yeah. So yeah, I'll fix all of this stuff. And I don't know how I feel about how I colored the skull. I don't like it. I really don't like it. So we'll have to see about that. Now I'm feeling adventurous, and I may want to color her shirt something different. Like, do we want to go red or something like that? Do we want something like that? Needs a motorcycle in the background on a bridge with the cityscape and Dan's penthouse behind her. Fuck no! I am doing my difficult drawing and study time and really, really working hard on the interiors. This is for fun. 720, go me. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's just see. Oh, I like the sparks. So that's called the spots brush. Interesting. Put this on normal. So there will, of course, be a highlight on the side here coming from the flames behind her. On this side, there wouldn't be as much of a highlight because her arm isn't up. So her arm is essentially blocking that light. And then lots of shadows and highlights where her shirt is ruched. And also just kind of pushed together because the weight of the the weight of the chains is kind of pressing her shirt down. At least that's how it is in my mind. Oh, yay, thank you. I don't necessarily want this to, I don't want her shirt to be too high contrast, because I definitely would like it to look like a t-shirt. So it's not gonna, there's already so much leather and metal going on that I don't really want her shirt to be shiny as well. So it's just gonna pick up more of a soft glow thing, as opposed to, you know, the way that the rim lights are on, you know, her pants, for instance. Oh, okay, good point. Thank you, Mr. E. Good night, Hal. So much love to you. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, more of a cotton look. And it's, I mean, it right now, to me, just looking at it straight in front of me, it looks like a rust color, but apparently it's really red. Thank you, Brian. All right, and then of course I'll do a little, like, very subtle highlights in the ruching of her shirt. Yes, okay. I think that this one is going to be available in September. So yours is going to be the print of the month for August, and then this one will be the print of the month for September. See you later, Color of Fame. Have a wonderful evening. All right. And then, of course, the chains around her neck do need to pick up some of the ambient color, so I'm going to start doing a lot of that now. I don't want those rim lights. I just need to start having a bit of warmth to them. Right. Just going to select that. Thank you so much, Tom. Ooh, thank you, Rob. I'm going to take a quick look in just a second. So I colored those on their own layer so that I can tone it down if I feel I went too far on the yellow. Okay, Rob and the Link. Glistening skin, let's see. Oh, so you're thinking like really wet skin. Sort of a la Robin Hood, but without the drips coming down, huh? Sweet. I will certainly try my hand at it, or I will think about it. Yes, I agree. Fire. You have a point there. Yeah, I'm really happy with that red shirt too. Good thought, Brian. All right. I hear my boys are home. So it's, yep, 4 minutes and then I'm going to head out. Guys, this has been fun. I'm going to start thinking about what I'm going to do for the next live stream. And if you are on my email list, I will send this around once she's finished for you guys to see. Or maybe I'll do another live stream. We'll see. Thank you guys so much. Undergloob bloob. Underboob glow. Thank you, Tom. All right, and a quick reminder, if you are going to take part in my auction this Friday, so that's tomorrow, this piece is going to be on the auction this time. It's the first time we're sort of trying a original. This is on Arches Hot Press watercolor board. It will be live at noon tomorrow, Mountain Time, and it will be ending on Saturday, noon Mountain Time. So there's 24 hours where you can place your bid. and this piece could potentially be yours. So, thank you all so much for hanging with me today, and I look forward to hanging out with you on Tuesday for more live stream stuff. Take care of yourselves. I hear you, Tom. She's already on my to-do list for realsies. I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Good night. Big hugs and kisses. See you later. Bye.